I am B Brown, the Revolutionary.
And I am D. Today is Tuesday, March the 8th, 2022. Let's talk about it. Let's
Let's
talk
do
about it for
that.
real.
Let's do that. Let's just give the people a few minutes to get on in here because we're going to jump right into it.
Straight to the business.
Straight to the business. So, how's everything been going, D?
You know me, never complain. I think I've had a pretty good I've had a pretty good week myself.
Awesome. Awesome. Same here. Everything has been good to go. I can't complain. God is in the blessing business.
Did you sell out of them cookies though?
You know what? I
Tried
got
to
a
catch you.
I know it. I got a few cookies left, and I'm ready to get rid of them cookies because the Girl Scouts, they stay rocking.
Look, forever, always, y'all better get y'all a hustle and build a brand for yourself like the Girl Scouts, because I ain't never heard nothing bad about them, and the cookies are gonna always sell.
I'm talking about they sell, baby. I'm talking about they sell, and that's just the moral of the story. The Girl Scouts are always gonna sell their cookies because they know what to do. All
Period.
right, then. Well, I'm gonna do something that we hardly ever do. I'm gonna jump right in the comments, and I'm gonna say, uh, Kyla Estelle says, "Hey, how you
Hey,
doing, Kyla?"
girl.
Blake,
Period.
hey y'all, what's up, Blake? Miss Sunshine, blessed evening, y'all. Blessed evening to you. I hope you get well. Um, KB says, "Hey, Auntie Brandy, how you doing, Katie Bob? Let's get this thing rolling. I mean,
Rolling.
we got something to talk about." All right, so social media has been going crazy today. Um,
Crazy.
I'm talking about it's been real wild today. There was a post that was shared by a person that's in the teaching field of another teacher that's a special needs teacher at Sylacauga High School. And just to give you a vision of exactly what I'm talking about, let's go ahead and do it like this. All right, so as you can see in the picture, the teacher is kneeling down by a Curious George book. And this says, "This is George. He is a good little monkey." And either way it go, she it's distasteful. It says celebrate Black History Month. Okay, at the bottom of the picture, and it makes me feel like you're referencing um, Black people as monkeys. It's distasteful, and for you to be a teacher, I know that you're over the age of 12. So you know better, and you know the state that the world is in right now. So why would you do something so evil? Let's talk about it.
You gotta be extra, 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 extra careful. I mean, I'm not sure the background on it. I can just tell you what it looks like, and I agree that you know, it is not. I'm just gonna say it's not a good look. You have to be extremely careful, whether it be, something that's your opinion. If you are in a role that's in the public, you have to be more careful. Even Brandy and myself, we have to be careful what we post. Yeah, you might can send that to a friend. Yeah, that's
Yes.
cool, but some things, you can't put everything that you feel and that you agree with, or you can't even properly vent on the internet if you're in the public eye, or in that role. That's my take on it. Yeah, just not a good look, and it could have been harmless, but what it looks like, it don't look good at all.
It
And we
doesn't look
do.
good.
I added in Ebony. She did have a comment, so whenever her face and screen pops up, or you can message me and tell me if you're just doing audio. Um, I'll put you in. But if anyone does have any comments on any of the topics tonight, just inbox me and let me know. Kaylin, do you have a comment? You're not on there, but message me. But I will go ahead and put Ebony in a second if you have a comment on the on our current topic. So we can go to some of the comments first, and I'll see if Ebony's ready.
Okay, and this is what I like to call a sneak diss. You says this is George. He's a good little monkey and always very curious. Then you're gonna throw the Celebrate Black History Month sticker on there, which is an indication to me that you are throwing an underhand diss to Black people. I'm not racist at all, baby. I don't care what color you are. I look at your spirit. And this right here, it upset my spirit because I know you didn't have good intentions when you posted this on Snapchat. Yes, the story gets deeper on Snapchat because what had happened was after I did some more investigating, once somebody screenshotted, you then told your husband to delete it. So why did it take when somebody screenshotted it? Because you figure, somebody finna share this with somebody else. You decide, oh no, let me just go ahead and tell him to delete it. Baby, the internet don't let you delete nothing.
Once it's out there, you might as well count it as being out there because it ain't going nowhere. A screenshot is all it takes.
And I want to give a shout out to Kara W. Hale for sharing this and also tagging Sylacauga High School because we don't have room for any of this. This is pure foolishness. Like, we all should be giving respect to each other at this point. The state of the United States and, honey, the whole country is very fragile when it comes to race. Why would you stir the pot like that? And like I said, upon my investigation, I found out that they said she didn't post it. Her husband posted it. So that let me know you don't have no respect for her because you know the position that she holds as a school teacher. Why would you post something like that? Or was it just a little joke that you guys do stuff like this all the time? And now this time it got out.
Definitely got out this time. I'm going to hit these comments. Then we're going to add in our guest, Ebby, for, see her take on the situation. We already got everyone saying, hey, as Sister Yolanda says, we're still lightening Black folks to monkeys in 2022. That's where I'm going to bed. It's too early, Sunshine. You cannot go to bed, okay? She always be ready to go to bed on us. Blake says, I've been building my own fishing tournament trail. Been a headache, but I'm going to keep on pushing. Keep it going, Blake. Blake says, I'm a white guy, and this lady stating this is stupid.
Check.
Chanelda says, shame. And then we have,
check.
Why is my last comment not loading? Tierra Lacey says, hey, hello, ladies. Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Good evening. Blake says she's a closet racist is what it seems like.
Come with it, Blake.
For the term. So I'm about to add in Ebby and see what her take is on the situation.
And we also have Kaylin Williams in the lobby as well.
We can't hear you. You hold on. She's putting her glasses on. Ebony, you can unmute when you're ready. Kaylin, if you have a comment, I'll go ahead and add you on here as well.
Hi, guys.
Now everyone can see y'all. Hey.
Hello.
Okay, I'm only doing audio, and this is Ebby speaking.
Hello.
Awesome.
Hi, ladies. So first, I would like to touch on the fact that the school system altogether has been nothing but like tragic, and it's been going downhill. I know a lot of times the community could get more involved by attending meetings or whatnot, but either way it goes, a lot of people have no say so when the people higher up are all close relatives or friends, grew up together, and then they get this feel of power as if they have power over other people because they have certain connections.
Mm.
Um, I left Sylacauga in 2011, and I recently came back last year. This is my first year with my children being in this same school system, and I picked up on how slow, of course, it is altogether. But I also picked up on how the people that are playing these leadership roles are not what word could I use? They're not presenting themselves as leaders.
Mm.
A lot of times, a lot of things go on in that school system, and it's been like that even when I was in school. That gets brushed under the rug, and it's been times where local people have tried speaking on it, and they're either um like basically extorted or told to like be quiet or this will happen or we'll tell this. That's one of the reasons why the superintendent last year stepped down, because he was threatened to be exposed to a lot of stuff. It's a lot of members and leaders that just have a lot going on, and with this teacher or whatever she was making this comment, everybody's trying to say that her husband posted this. Your husband, I mean, maybe her husband does have access to her Snapchat, but when her colleague addressed her about it, she was like, "Oh, her excuse was my husband posted that, and I told him to delete it after two or three people had already screenshot it."
Not to cut anybody off.
Wow.
Speaking on the teacher with the viral video with the husband that was waking her up, or is this something else?
No, this is another situation where a teacher used a photo from one of her memories. I guess she was on a trip, and
Mm-hmm.
used a picture of a is there any way y'all can show the picture? Okay, yeah, there it is. A picture of a Curious George book image talking about George is a good little monkey or something. She
Mm-hmm.
used it from
Mm-hmm.
her memories, and then last month when she posted it from her memories, I'm not sure if you're familiar with that Snapchat or not, but when you post from your memories, it shows this is from your memories. So you waited till last month during Black History Month to post this picture about monkeys, and then you decided to add the slide onto there of a Black History Month
Oh wow.
a filter stamp.
So what about this represents Black History Month, or she just racist?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't represent Black History Month. I
And
think she was trying to reference the
she said
Black History Month to monkeys,
these.
comparing the two.
I mean, that's all I got out of it. Like, tell me, am I slow? Because,
And last month when the teacher brought this to management's attention, they just like basically swept it under the rug, and they just keep putting it off until Miss Hale posted it again today on the internet. And after it received so much exposure, the board wants to like was trying to contact her, like, is there any way we could speak to your employee?
Mm-hmm. Address the issue directly. Don't beat around the bush about it.
Right, don't be trying to speak or meet up with someone that made a post or state an opinion on Facebook. Meet with your employee.
oh,
Right.
wow. So they wanted to meet with Miss Hale?
Yeah, I don't know if it was for I don't know what the plan was to discuss, but they definitely reached out to her today.
Oh, wow.
Because she's the messenger. That's the only thing I
Of
can get out of
course.
it.
Of course. And can everybody read that post? Because Miss Hale definitely laid it on the line and said exactly how she felt. And for those that haven't been looking, I'm gonna just go through what Miss Hale said. She said, "This is your employee." She tagged Sylacauga City Schools, Randy Roberts. She works at Sylacauga High School. This is disgusting. This is demeaning. This is humiliating. Approximately 35% of your student body is African American. Those children and their feelings matter. The only time you all think they matter is when they are excelling in sports and making the school system look good. Meanwhile, their academic excellence, community service efforts, and fine arts accomplishments go unnoticed.
Mm-hmm.
Eller, Hodge, Galadamore, do something besides sweeping it under the rug. Get in front of it and let the 35% of African American children know that they matter. SHS is not soaring. Hashtag do something. hashtag protect all children.
Mm.
That post alone, honey, says so much.
Unfortunate. I find it so unfortunate. I grew up in Atlanta, so I was a part of I grew up in the Fulton County school system, and majority of the teachers in the Fulton County school system are African American. So I never really experienced like racism within my schooling years. Does that make sense? Like all of my teachers were like understanding, like we got all most of the kids I even grew up with were black. I lived in a predominantly black area. So it's just when I see stuff like this, it's so sad because it's like you working with children and children often replicate and reciprocate what they are taught.
Exactly.
Don't know color. They don't know racism until it's taught to them. But as you being an educator, it's quite likely that this is what you teach them.
Exactly. And then I don't know how I feel about you being around special needs students. They can't speak for themselves.
Right.
Because, first of all, I have a niece that has Down syndrome. And if anybody ever make her feel any other way except for love, you're going to have to answer to me. And you can check that off your list, baby.
Okay. Okay.
And as the story was developing, I also found these clues as I was checking things out. And Miss Hale posted this. That's a lie. She knew it was posted and only asked her husband to remove it once someone took a screenshot of it from Snapchat. She already told me the truth. So if they try to spin it otherwise, then I'm coming forward. I thought it was fake too, but it's not. Her racist husband posted it. So somebody said that.
And the
Mhm.
person who sent that Snapchat that you see right there on the left, they are also employed by the school system in Sylacauga.
Also, they stick it together. That's basically what it is. Everybody gonna stick together.
And Caitlin, I heard you speak on how Atlanta has majority of the administrators are black. In this county, they have picked up on a few um African American administrators, but they either don't stay long due to either just higher management. Like it's just all it's kind of like a cult when you think about it.
A lot of times when people ask me and inquire about like moving to Atlanta and what the school systems are like, I always recommend South Fulton County because South Fulton is full of black excellence. I always say, like, I have all of my principals were black, all of my administrators were black, but they were all educated, highly educated. They
All
didn't
right.
talk, how I hear like no disrespect to any schools, but how when I go to these schools and hear how these administrators talk to the children that at basketball games or just
Yes, that
the
part.
difference. And a lot of times when I see things like this, when it's educators that these kids look up to and they're depending on you to teach them, they're mimicking whatever you teach them. When you put out
Yes.
like this, they think that that's okay, and it's not. It's really not. Because
Exactly.
Hmm.
when you got a parent at home, like my mama there to say, if somebody talk to you crazy, slap them out. Then
Hmm.
what? Y'all gonna be mad at me and my mama, but that's what my mama told me to do.
Hmm.
You don't let nobody
Exactly.
disrespect you, no matter what. But when you teaching kids things like this, like it's no telling what she's telling kids that it's okay to do.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Well,
I that don't sit right with my spirit. Sylacauga might
me either. That was distasteful. I don't care what nobody say. That's just like me going kneeling beside a box of crackers and say, "Hey, let's celebrate Christopher Columbus."
y'all don't make me box of
Right.
got like
Okay, now I mean that's is it not equivalent?
yeah, I get what you're saying, definitely.
Exactly. Like
It
you
gives no
use, yeah, you know that was wrong, and then the fact that you are a teacher, that's the part that I can't get past.
that's what disturbs me the most. It's a difference when it's just like, oh, you're a racist. Okay. But if you're a healthcare provider, if you
Yes.
are dealing with children and babies, it's different because it's like, how can we trust you?
Exactly.
We the
You,
children are the future, so how can we trust you to teach them what's right and what's wrong when you don't even realize what's right and what's wrong, and you think wrong?
It's true.
Right.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then um,
Wait a minute.
here's another post where Miss Hale put this up, and she was saying, "Do y'all think this a joke?" She was like, "I can't make this stuff up," because right here in this post where the, people are smiling right here, they basically saying that this is a joke.
Mm. I just feel like you even taking the time out your day to take the picture, then wait to post the picture when it's not even Black History Month.
Better watch it, Randy. You would get dumped like. All right, we back. So when you start speaking truth to power, you might have a little bit of a situation here and there, but at the end of the day, we're gonna keep this ball rolling.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then I see where Miss White, she tagged Misty, and she was like, "You're blaming him, but at the end of the day, she's in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Period." And then Miss Nara said, "Plus the husband should have had respect for his wife to not put her picture with the words, especially when he knew his wife worked at the school and as a special needs teacher. Please, he knew what he was doing, point blank."
Absolutely, I agree.
That is
I,
true. And
I
the
mean,
story went from her saying that someone was trying to ruin her character to, oh, someone added that filter onto my image to, oh, it was my husband. Like, stick to one story and stop switching it up. And this happened over a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
wow, wow, and we just now get wind of
Took
it.
that picture.
Mm-hmm.
You made? Did she make a caption, or it was just a picture posted? Oh, but at the end of the day, you took that picture. You put a Black History Month banner on it, and you thought that was okay. Whether that
To
was
post.
in your phone or whether your husband posted it at all, you did it, and it ain't no turning
Right.
back.
Right. And then a
First,
lot of people were trying to justify her actions, like, oh, she's not like that. She's really cool. Oh, she's so sweet to us in class. Okay, and I'm sweet to my coworkers too. But when I go home, guess what? Sometimes I be like, yeah, they get on my nerves. Like, I can't deal.
Over here,
Like,
like,
that's like, of
exactly,
course, you're going to do that. And at the
exactly.
same time, I'm not going to be friends with my colleagues or people that I know not going to view certain things the same way that I view them,
hmm
or anything that's
Mhm.
going to hinder my job or anything of that nature. You know, that makes sense.
that makes perfect sense.
That
You
make a lot
posted
of
that on the
sense.
internet, and then another teacher who works at the same facility as you screenshot it, and you didn't think it was going to go that far. But yeah.
Yeah, because she thought it was a joke. She thought it was a game. And I don't care who it is. People that know me know not to try me like that.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, why would you even have enough nerve to do something like that? Like that's just like me being, really stupid and silly with them crackers, knowing that I work with little white children.
Mm-hmm.
That would just look so bad on my resume. That
hmm
would look really bad. Like I wouldn't dare do any children like that. That was
And they're gonna drag
distasteful.
you even worse. They're gonna drag you even worse in this
Mm-hmm.
situation.
Simply because.
If the shoe was on the other foot, it would
Mhm.
not take a month for them to decide whether you're gonna be fired or not. You would have been out the first day it happened, the first second.
Hmm.
Wouldn't
And it's
even
so
made it to
sad.
work.
It would not have been a, oh, we're gonna have a meeting with the board members to decide, or we're gonna speak with her. If it was you, you would have been out that door the minute it happened. They probably would have walked to the classroom to escort you out of the school.
Hmm.
Met you
And
at your car door when you pulled up for work.
Exactly.
would have had police escorting you out and everything.
Okay, your badge don't even work no more, baby. You might as well just give it back to them.
I'm
Yep.
telling you, I would have made a big stink out of the situation. I mean, seriously. Well, I didn't like it. And I feel as if I don't want to see no paid leave, administrative leave, none of that. She needs to be demoted out of the door.
Mm.
Like, move on back, honey.
Mm.
Because at the end of the day,
Terminate.
you are not a kid. You are not 3 years old. You knew exactly what you were doing. I'm not gonna go for anything less than you knew exactly what was going on when you posted that, honey.
Abby, thanks for coming in and sharing your viewpoint. She was ready. She's like, I got to get on tonight. And I was like, bet we will definitely make sure that you are on.
Thank you, Abby.
Shout out to Abby.
And shout out to Kaylin hopping on in here early, putting your 2 cents and more in there.
I know it. And we got to speak out about these type of things, or it would just keep on happening over and over and over and over
I'm
again.
here for speaking out against anything or speaking even on anything that affects us as a people.
Exactly. I just want to be treated right, and I want people to treat people right. You know, you can be racist all you want to, but make sure you be racist in that little corner at your house.
Exactly.
Don't let it spill over into the school system where you have to deal with numerous people.
My mama didn't teach me the right way to handle situations like this. She only taught me how to fight about it. So I don't know how to handle stuff like this. So, baby, if you gonna be racist, keep it over there.
Yep.
Keep that over there.
Let's see what's popping in these comments. See what the people got to say.
We got Yolanda. Both of them knew what they were doing. Come on now. These microaggressive behaviors are coming from someone we're supposed to trust with our kids.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Tiara says, that's crazy. Why would her husband post that on Facebook? Why would you post it and put it together even if you didn't post it, period? Just saying. Tabitha says she won't be teaching my child. And Robert says crackers, who is racist.
Honey, it must be you if you felt some type of way.
The racist person, baby, is the person that took the time out of the day to sit and take a picture with Curious George for Black History. And we don't even see Curious George for Black History, my baby. That's who's racist.
Exactly, because if you would have been listening, you would have heard that I said if I would have did that, that would have looked really bad. I mean, come on now. Let's be adults about this. Let's not be children and act out. Oh, she said crackers. Baby, you know that's supposed to be a racist word.
Baby,
Stop it.
We got Ritz, we got Club, we got whatever. If you want to talk about a cracker, we got plenty to choose from. And this ain't that.
This ain't that. Let's not be silly, honey. Let's not be silly. We are being serious. This is for real. Like, let's not do that. Because that was distasteful.
Deal with as a people. And I don't have children, but my fear of having children comes from things like this. When my children are not in my sight, I'm afraid of what could happen. It could be teachers out here mistreating them. It could be teachers out here that's calling them monkeys, and they just don't know that what they stand for because they're a child and they don't understand what goes on in the world and what's happened in the world.
A lot of special needs children can't even speak for themselves.
Right.
They can't speak up for themselves. That's why we have to put people around them that actually care and love them.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, you're going to pay when you mess with God's special children. I promise you that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I promise you, if anytime I see like a special needs child, I also have a cousin close to me that has Down syndrome, and we call it up syndrome because it's nothing down about him.
Thank you. Come on now.
It's just like we understand that it takes a certain type of love and understanding to deal with him. And if you don't have that, stay away from him.
Exactly. And then if you are a type of teacher that can't handle some of the behaviors that come with those children, you need to just go ahead and find a new career because you have to have understanding and patience to deal with our special children.
Compassion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because there was a situation at the school when Madison went there, And I'm not going to speak on it, but I can say this. I'm upset because somebody was supposed to go to jail, but it got swept under the rug because everybody didn't want to make a big stink out of it. But because I really couldn't, do anything except for just shake my head, just know that I still got the pictures.
Mm. Keep
Mm.
your baby. Keep receipts at all times.
Because you can't do that. You can't do that to special children. Matter of fact, just don't do that to people at all. Stop being that
Exactly.
way. Like that, to me, that is a mental health illness. When you are mad at somebody for something they cannot control. Like you mad at me because of the color of my skin. You mad at her because her head is big. You mad at him because his shoes dirty. Baby,
But
maybe they can't afford it. She was
it's
born like that. My skin gonna stay this way. Come on now.
I think it's way deeper than the color of our skin. I think they are very, and when y'all know who I'm speaking on, I feel like they are intimidated by intelligence, talent, features, natural born features. I think that they are intimidated by structure. I just think mindset of how we do things is very different from a lot of other people, and they get intimidated by that. And so
Well,
they see us and automatically feel like, oh, let me do something to bring them down. Let me do something to try to hurt them in some type of way to make me feel better about myself. Listen,
exactly.
baby,
Stop beating down on people
you
for
can't.
nothing.
I guarantee you that I'm confident with myself. It's you need to do some soul searching and self healing with you, so you can figure out why you
Right.
say. Because you saying that your granddaddy was racist and all, and great granddaddy owned this many slaves. I don't care about none of that. That ain't got nothing to do with you. This is 2022. Get right or get left. Understand that the world has evolved and changed, and you need to get with it. Things like
Exactly.
that really bother my soul because it's just like we have come so far. But when we say we've come so far, we understand that we actually haven't.
It's like baby steps. It's like, okay, we up there. Now we
Mhm.
got to go back. Then we got to do it again.
Yeah.
I mean, will we ever get our equality? Is a good question. Will we ever?
Like when certain things come to pass, whether it be law, whether it be legislature, we should not. It should not be a thing for us to celebrate that someone is getting due justice in a crime if it's African American versus Caucasian. We should not still be celebrating like equal justice, in my opinion. Not saying that it's not a worthy cause, but just historically, that shouldn't be. We shouldn't be like, okay, they did the right thing this time.
Hmm.
Let's do the right thing all the time in all cases.
And how about right is right and wrong is wrong? I don't care what color you are. If
Hmm.
you do something that is not of mankind, then you should be what? Put away.
I was just gonna say, snip, snip, cut them off.
For real now, like I don't care what color you are. People shouldn't be going around mistreating other people for no reason at all. I
No,
mean,
Absolutely.
I definitely agree.
like I'm over it. I'm over the whole thing. Like, let's just treat people accordingly. But
Mm,
I don't know what it is, but it gets to a place, in my opinion, where it's being taught.
mhm,
Like it's a family thing, you know. It's being taught because a child does not come in this world racist.
mm-mm, not at all.
And I will share like one of my personal experience. I'm not saying that my child was mistreated in any way, or if the other little kid just didn't want to share his dad, but everybody knows Big Amari, my little boy. We went to Let's Play, and the other little boy, Amari, what was a little, he was older than him, but Amari's bigger than the average 2 year old, in case y'all missed that. When
Mhm,
the other little boy saw him like in the area, he did not want to play around Amari. He like wanted to go to something else. Or like when Amari and his dad was all jumping on the trampoline and the little Let's Play is like a soft playground place. He started
Mm-hmm.
crying. I'm like, not saying you can force your kids to have friends of the opposite race, but I could possibly tell that that child was not exposed or used to being around other black people, and that was like the first, kind of like the first realization aspect for me, because of course I've never had a kid before, but just for me to experience that, I'm like, dang, that's crazy. They like their birthdays is like a week apart, and I'm just like, I didn't take it too tough, but it just, on the way home, that was something that I thought about. I'm like, is he scared of him? Is he just not used to seeing kids that look like him? It made me think maybe the little kid doesn't like to play with other kids, period. But I did notice a difference when Amari was around versus when, the little boy saw other people that looked like him. But that's just like, everybody have little experiences. That was my little experience in regards to child and interactions among other races. And y'all don't try to tell y'all kids who they can be friends with, okay? Let these
Exactly.
people be kids. Let these kids be kids, and maybe the world will be a better place. That goes for black
Exactly.
people too.
Exactly. Exactly.
If your daughter wants to hang with the Caucasian little girls, if she want to be the only black cheerleader, let her do that. Let them explore and be their own people at the end of the day.
Exactly.
I agree.
Seriously. We got comments. Mama D is popping in and she has something to say. Um, Mama D says the whole thing's leaving me with a huge question mark. Let's give her the benefit of innocence until proven guilty. After all, did she personally post this?
She didn't personally post it, but she took that picture.
And then, like we did say, it could have been completely harmless, but the way that, for it to be compiled and put together, it does. I will still say, Mama, it do look bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel you. I feel where you're coming from. Here we go with Yolanda. She says she knew what she was doing, Mama D. She did. Her smirk tells it all.
I'm sorry, but it's just cringeful
Yeah.
for me anyway. I mean,
And
I didn't
even
like.
let's say her husband did post it. It's like, are y'all got some house beef and you want to bring it out and try to sabotage what she has going on? It could be a million and one storylines, but we won't go over them
Yeah.
all today. But just saying, it don't look good.
Yes.
It doesn't.
And
Is
Raven
it?
Hale also says it was distasteful. It was like,
Very-
we are not the only race in this world. There are so many races in this world. Why would you do that for Black History Month when you already know that people have referenced Black people to monkeys? Let's just call a spade, okay? Can we do that?
Mhm.
All right.
All right, Marvin.
Marvin
And he's
agree with
all the way
me.
in his room. He'll be on here in a minute.
Well, we're going to move on to the next story because we have another story out of Sylacauga, Alabama. Sylacauga, Alabama just popping today, y'all.
You're gonna love this one, Caitlin, considering we
Oh,
will get to you later on.
oh goodness.
Look,
So,
Look
as
at
that story was populating, someone else sent me this story as well. Darnell Jackson is at Popeyes and he says, what's done in the dark comes to the light. Don't it, y'all? Better be careful eating at Popeyes in Sylacauga. It's some nasty stuff going on. Bit tag the health department, please. I guess he was saying tag the health department, but let's take a look at these slides that I compiled.
Oh,
And
geez.
this is the kitchen in Popeyes, y'all. But when y'all, I just want to let y'all know that these second slides may turn your stomach, so be prepared. Okay, this is what we dealing with. That's why I don't eat out like that no more. I can't take that stuff,
And
man. I
Brandy,
don't.
take that off the screen.
I telling him that these days turned off by Wendy's. We're turned off by Popeyes. We are turned off by the McDonald's. We turned off by all the fast food. That's why these food truck parks are jumping like they are.
Mm-hmm.
Because these people don't want that no more. We've been eating that for years. We don't want that anymore.
I
It,
mean, just be
it's like
clean, y'all. That kitchen's so dirty back there.
eating.
I
And I
mean,
used to work in McDonald's, but I've never seen no frying pan in no fast food. Now I don't know how it got there. I have no idea, but
I
mm-mm.
mean that that looked bad. I'm sorry.
That's
That
nasty.
looked bad. And then how in the world was somebody able to even get a picture?
That definitely had to be somebody that was mad that they asked them to clean up that rodent at the kitchen. Honestly, that's just my opinion because
Okay.
ain't nobody in the drive-through even finna see that. But yeah, whoever probably posted that picture might not be with Popeyes anymore. But some things do need to be addressed because, of course, most time when the health inspector come, they know when they coming. They know they coming in March, about second week. They know they coming.
That was gross.
Bring it
I just
up,
want to tell y'all, be careful. Be careful out there eating that fast food. Eating food from anybody's hand. You don't know what people doing in their kitchens. It's best you just prepare your own food or go to the food truck, honey.
man.
Um, whew.
To the comments we go. We got L Boogie down with it. Hi ladies, nice show. Love the hair BB. Brandy, I need
Thank
for
you.
you to show the people. I need you to turn to the side so the people can see what's going on. Okay. She have to show the people what's going on. Are y'all
Oh,
ready?
okay.
Period. Don't play with that.
I want
Don't
to give
you
a shout
ever.
out to my hairdresser and my barber. Y'all
Period.
did it.
Yolanda says, so Popeyes all over just ratchet. One of my friends used to work at Popeyes and she found a dead body in the freezer.
Oh, y'all.
Now I'm going to bed. Like, really?
Uh,
Do not ask me to get no fries out the freezer. I'm not going. Sorry, we're out. We're out of we're out of fries or anything in the frozen section, which is all of it. Raven says that huge New York looking rat did it for me. Raven is throwing up everywhere.
I'm talking about for real. That was New York style. Now let's be real.
the big
Like
rat. And how did the rat didn't want to take a picture?
It has to have been dead, but that's still nasty. Like that's nasty.
but it kind of looked like it had been there a while.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I'm over it. I'm over it. All right, we're gonna move right along with the next story, honey, because I can't handle
Please.
all that grossness. So JayZ was willing to walk first thing in the morning at that. Okay, JayZ was willing to walk from the NFL deal. Okay, so Snoop Dogg had did an interview, and he had shared that JayZ was not having the fact that they was trying to control how they performed when Dr. Dre, Kendrick Lamar, Mary J. Blige, and everybody performed. Said they perform or I quit. So that leads me to believe that they was trying to say, well, they may not be able to perform, probably because it was rap. And Snoop said they were trying to tell him what to wear, and JayZ told him to wear what the F you want. Let's talk about it. Come on, JayZ.
Um,
Out here throwing his power around. Let's go.
All right.
I mean, I feel like it's a good thing because if JayZ walking away from whatever partnership he has is enough to move something, I feel like. Not saying everybody else has that platform, but I'm not saying we wouldn't have got the same. It wouldn't have been the same halftime show. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I don't even know like the details, but it was something about Eminem kneeling. Like, I did hear some things. They told Snoop no blue bandana, so what he did, he wore a whole blue bandana jumpsuit and
Oh
crip
yeah.
walk.
I heard
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
about no smoking. Snoop hit the blunt before he got on stage. So he said you can't tell these people what to do all the time now.
and
That being
everybody
said,
loved it, and I just knew they weren't finna bring Eminem about the bottom.
okay. I'm talking about he showed out too.
I would have been satisfied with Mockingbird, even though it didn't go. I promise you.
Well, I'm glad to see that rappers are really starting to be put in positions that they should have been put in. They have been rappers been running the music industry for a long time now. Rap music is the number one genre in the world. You can go look it up for yourself. So therefore, let's give these people their flowers. Not only that, but I see a lot of rappers and artists, period, are independent now. That's the way to go. Don't let nobody dig in your pockets, baby. The people are streaming your music if they like it.
Absolutely. And then another thing I like, I'm not sure if y'all and anybody watching follows like Instagram. So it was like three guys. They just be dancing and vibing on Instagram. And so I don't know whoever pulled them in or put them on. They're putting other people on. These are three guys that just started popping maybe within the last year or so, strictly dancing. I don't know what it's called. If someone knows, you can drop it in the comments. But it was good to see. I was like, that's them from Instagram. I'm like, they at the Super Bowl with Dr. Dre and Snoop and Mary J. I'm like, this is so. That's just that's neat to me. Like, if you're able or in a position to put somebody onto something, don't hate them out. Let them people live. Let them live.
Exactly. 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 Well, we're gonna keep it moving because at this point in time, we spent a lot of time on that one story. So let's keep it moving.
Yolanda says they done killed Master Splinter. Dang shame. He was probably hungry. Ain't no telling. Yolanda says he better throw that weight around. He knew what he was doing. They said F all of y'all. They should have known better with that lineup. Nowadays, everybody want when I heard Eminem say that, I said, oh my goodness. I
Hey,
felt
baby,
like I was there. I was in the living room doing hair, but it's fine. I was there.
I'm talking about straight death row action, baby.
Okay.
All right. So this next story that we're gonna talk about is kind of sad. But once again, I brought the story out to raise awareness, honey. Okay. 4-year-old meets his demise because he found a gun in the car while mom was shopping. Um, from the information that I gathered, he was in the car with his 13-year-old cousin and his 8-month-old sister. And all of a sudden, all they heard was a bang. The 13-year-old ran into the store to go tell the mom, but by the time the ambulance and everybody got there, he was already deceased. And I just want to make this point. Children are curious.
Very.
Okay. So let's make sure we put these firearms up, honey. Because at the end of the day, it's just too many children been dying by the hand of a firearm. And it was an accident.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
yeah, you left the kid with a 13-year-old, but take y'all kids in the store. Take your kids
Exactly.
in the store.
You know what?
Exactly.
My best friend laughs at me all the time because I tell her how my mom used to, like, if my mom didn't want me to go in the store with her, I hope I don't get in trouble for telling this. But if my mom didn't want me to go in the store with her, she would literally make me get in the back seat and sit on the floor and like pretend that nobody was in the car, lock all the doors. But of course, I was always scared to leave out the car, anyways. But now that I'm thinking about like how times have changed so much, take these babies with y'all, please. Don't
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes, honey. Because
kids
I
be
hate
cute,
that.
want to learn, they want to play with stuff. They'll get into anything that they can.
They will, and they are curious, honey. They are learning this new world that they're in, honey. And they don't think that that's something that's gonna end their life. They're not even thinking on that level.
They just thinking like, "Ooh, what's this?"
And for that very reason, I don't really think that people should let their children play with toy guns.
I agree. I definitely agree. I
It-
agree.
yeah, because if you see a real one, you're gonna think it's a toy and you're gonna
You
grab it.
want to shoot it?
You're gonna want to shoot it. That's gonna be the first thing that you do. You're gonna go for a shot, and it's just sad. It's just sad. Let's see. Yolanda says, this just bothers my soul. Why are these people leaving these guns around unsecured? Exactly. Like, I hate it because at the end of the day, that poor little child was innocent. He didn't know no better.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
He didn't know no better. Mama D said, I took you to your grandma's.
Show did.
Okay.
Show
Hey,
did.
Sunshine says, no one in my family has ever been allowed to play with toy guns, not even a super soaker.
I
I
don't like
definitely
kids and
understand.
guns, period.
Me either. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm sorry. I just don't. It's just too much gun violence in the world. I don't like that. Raven says, I've never allowed my son to play with guns. Amen. It's too much going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like for a child to be able to handle a plastic gun, that's too much, in my opinion.
Right.
Now, it's this family that I follow, Derek Grace, and he has trained all his kids to know how to tote a gun, shoot a gun, and dismantle a gun. Now that's a whole different level. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
personally don't see nothing wrong with that because they are educated in the field.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you are not educating your child, they don't know nothing about what's going on with a firearm, please don't just leave stuff laying around.
Absolutely.
So I just hate it. All right, we're gonna keep it moving, y'all. How y'all feeling tonight?
I'm feeling
I
good.
feel good, honey.
I do too. It's like sometimes when we bring these topics, I think people sometimes get a little offended, but don't get offended, baby. Get educated.
That's all.
That's all I can say.
Share
But
your opinion. We're here to accept all opinions in a tasteful manner.
in a very tasteful manner, because guess what? You are free to feel how you feel. I can't tell you how to feel.
Right.
So that's that. All right. So let's talk about Kanye West Easy video. All right. In the video, Kanye West buries a Pete lookalike. He ties Pete up, a Pete lookalike, because this is a claymation, and he buries him and plants seeds on his head and pick the roses. And as we all know, and or if you guys didn't know, he sent his estranged wife a truckload of roses on Valentine's Day. Let's talk about it.
Y'all, I really need to watch the Kanye documentary so I can, because somebody told me yesterday, once you watch it, you will understand why he acts the way that he acts.
I need to see it too
I'm
then.
finna say, so we got homework. We gotta watch the documentary this week, and we can go and we can come and have a little section to talk about him next week.
Yes.
In my strong opinion, though, he shouldn't be running around here doing stuff like this to Kim. I mean, think about if that was like your sister or your first cousin or somebody that you knew very close and they ex was doing stuff like this because they had the money and the power. Like, I don't agree with what he doing. I just
I
don't.
truly believe he's mentally disturbed and mentally disabled.
And probably has been for a while.
I agree.
But yeah, this right
I,
here, this is bullying, and I wouldn't be surprised. I know he got the money, but he might catch a lawsuit, even though there's no way to like straight up prove that this is who they're supposed to be. But I mean, pretty symbolic here.
Pretty symbolic. And the little clay person looked just like Pete, honey.
And
You know,
I like Pete's acting. I've seen some of his movies. I'm like, I don't know him personally, but he seems like he could be a cool dude.
I saw a video this morning that they were like, Kim was saying, she was like, I think I give him good financial advice. And he was like, you give me advice, but I don't listen to it. Like, that's your wife, dude. Listen to her. At least try.
At least
Try.
try. And see, thing is, when Kanye West's mom passed, it's just like it got so much worse.
That's what the documentary speaks on, all of that. That's why. Okay, I'm gonna watch it when we get off of here.
Me too. I got to see it. I got
It
where
really
is it at?
helps you understand why he acts the way he acts.
Is it on Netflix?
Yes, it's on Netflix.
Netflix.
Okay. Because we all know that Kanye West is a musical genius, but that still don't give you no right to run around here bullying anybody. And you knew what you were signing up for when you got with Miss Kardashian because she just like y'all, she hit it and quit it. So don't be mad, baby. Don't be mad because you was not fitting into her life no more. She didn't like what you was doing, so she went and found her somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Just that simple. I mean, men do it all the time. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you
And
might win some, but you just lost one.
Yeah.
on it, because men do it all when it's that. Here we go with the double standards. Men can do whatever they want to do,
Yeah.
but oh, let it be us. It's the end of the world.
Baby Kim been kicking them to the curb. They should have known, baby. She was married to her little
But for
basketball player. She
2 weeks,
flicked him off of her hand like he was a dang on cigarette, baby. Flick, next, flick, next, baby. She don't play. It is what it is.
we can't blame Kim.
And I'm sure she did better than most. And then the women that he would just follow back up with, I'm like, these folks look a little scary,
Look,
but
like her.
I'm not in a position to judge. Jonathan says, keep speaking the knowledge, ladies, and we will.
Thank
Each
you,
and every
Jonathan.
Tuesday.
Thank you for coming through.
We got Raven. Be not your strong opinion. LOL.
Baby, yes, strong, honey.
D Wilson says, sir, leave that woman alone. She is trying to move on. And Pete, as far as I know, hasn't done nothing. Kanye is just crazy. Just goes to show women are not the only bitter ones. I mean,
Check.
sure, people have experienced it on one side or the other. Just keep it transparent. Yolanda says, Kanye been going through it since his mama passed on. Someone needs to do something to get him the help he needs. And as I say every week, I know it's stigmatized in the Black community, but y'all go see them therapists. Go cash in on that good insurance that you're paying for. See who's in your network, and you find somebody to talk to because it's not anything wrong with that. Go talk to the lady. It's fine. Go talk to the lady, the man, whoever. Go talk to the people.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, I don't like how he's doing. To me, if they were not famous, it could definitely be looked at. He might try to hurt her. I'm just saying, he doing too much.
Brandy, do we have any more? Was that our last topic?
That's it.
Okay, perfect. Look, perfect timing. As our special guest who has done hung out with us all night. You were the first special guest to hang out with us all night. So we go ahead and do her highlight because she has some business plans here shortly coming up at 9:15. So we will get her on her highlight for what she came for. As we were talking about food, I met Kaylin at the A.G. Gaston Boys and Girls Club. We worked in the summer camp, and then next thing I know, I get on the internet, and sis got these plates and things going, and I'm just like, really? So I get a plate from Kay's Kitchen. She'll tell you how to order and all that good stuff. But my favorite one that we've had so far, because probably get her a couple times out the month. I'm not going to spend any extra money on food, but I'm like, if Kaylin make it, it's just like my mama or auntie or somebody made it, so I can kind of slide on that because it's gonna be the real food. That's why I said she's gonna love the next slide because she's heavy in the food industry. But without further ado, Miss Kaylin with Kay's Kitchen is our highlight for the night.
Yay!
I see I have my business page posted. You guys can feel free to like and share and scroll and see what you like.
Yes.
See if you want to order. I haven't posted my menu for this week yet. Usually I post the menus every Monday, But my week has been like so crazy already, even though it's Tuesday. And tomorrow I've decided I'm really big on mental health. So I decided to tomorrow will be a mental health day for me. And
Awesome.
we'll resume with plates on Friday. So I'll be posting the menu on the K's Kitchen page on tomorrow.
Hold up, I don't mean to interrupt you, but can you please tell us about this
Oh, that
plate right here? Woo, Lord have mercy.
that's
I just kept
my
looking at it like,
favorite last
woo.
night. That is they had lamb chops, they had smoked Gouda mac and cheese, they had lobster tails and shrimp, and then loaded mashed potatoes. They also had a seafood spinach dip.
Oh my God. And when you said Gouda, that's a type of cheese,
Yeah,
right?
that Gouda is a specific type of cheese.
Oh my goodness. And
Hmm.
as y'all see, she accept all forms of payment, honey.
Yes, baby. We if you cash, if you got Cash App, if you got Apple Pay, if you got Zelle, if you got PayPal, money is money, and we like to make money, and we want your money to be well spent over here.
And it is because my 2-year-old, I should have did a separate side order of lamb chops. Mari had lamb chops. What did he have, Caitlin? He had lamb chops, a crab cake, macaroni and cheese, shrimp, and I'm not sure what else, but the food was absolutely delicious. And I'm grown and I'm 26 and I just had lamb chops. So Mari is 26 years ahead of his time because that baby was tearing up those lamb chops. And she went the extra mile and got my baby a cupcake from Edgar's for his birthday.
Because I
That
love
is
Mark.
awesome.
His
And
birthday.
every time he gets her food, I have to send her a video or a Snapchat of him because he's always dancing. I'm not sure if my food just not as amazing as hers, but very seldom get the same reaction. He does a happy dance, and that makes her so happy every time.
Yeah, I think
Also,
when the food comes from me.
tell the people, even though we probably have some Birmingham people on here, but she also does the private dinners.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do romantic private dinners for two. I do private dinners for four, five, six. I do cake
Mm.
events. I do some of everything. Any of your food service needs, I can help you with. And you're gonna enjoy your food, no doubt.
Wait a minute, one more time, honey. I'm supposed to be scrolling through these pictures, but I done got stuck one more time, y'all. Y'all, look at this smothered beef oxtails over white rice with baked mac and cheese and candied yams for $25, y'all. And then she got how to pre-order. You can text this number 404-316-6316, or you can message her the number of plates. You can get water bottle or soda, honey.
Yeah,
Y'all. Oh
we
my
are
God.
we are a rolling restaurant at the moment.
Oh my
And it be so
God.
good. It really does. We highlighted her before, but I want her to come on because I love the
Yes. Oh
food
my
so
God. Look
much.
at that.
Because Destiny has been rocking with me from the way beginning.
The beginning.
You know, we used to work together at AG. She saw what I was doing. Like, oh girl, I got to get with you.
For real. I'd be so happy to see her pull up.
And look, one time we pulled up at the same time, but I be pulling up on two wheels. I be
Two wheels.
Oh
Yeah,
my
go back, Brandy.
God.
Around the holidays, she does offer, if you trying to bring a little dish, you ain't got to make it. Order you one.
Oh, wait, Miss K,
yes, ma'am.
can you please tell me about this seafood lasagna?
Actually, that's what's gonna be on Friday's menu. I just haven't posted it yet. Seafood lasagna on the menu for Friday. So it is one of my top sellers. Any event like with my seafood people, they always ask for seafood lasagna. It's just a blend of shrimp, crab. I have some people who like lobster inside, but it's very different from what you had before. And if you
Oh
had a
my
seafood lasagna,
God.
you ain't never had one like mine.
Honey, I've never had it and I want
Period.
some. Honey, I will be up there Friday, honey. Just
Okay.
I will
because,
be. You
just,
already know. I seen that. You'll see me in the cash out.
Yes, baby.
yes, I'm
Come
coming to
Yes, you
get me
will.
a taste of that, honey. Watch and see. I'll be up there Friday, honey.
well, look, sis,
Yes.
I appreciate you guys for bringing me on tonight.
No
Both of
problem.
you me for Friday. Just send me where you will be on Friday, and I got you. Make sure when we get off of here, y'all let me know where y'all gonna be on Friday so I can deliver to you.
Period. We will
Most
be
definitely. Most
in the.
definitely.
But
Yeah.
thank you so much for coming on. I know you have time. Just drop your, we got your Facebook. If you have an Instagram, tell the people where they can find you. You're gonna have to go to her page, Raven, if you're in the area, and I'm
Um,
gonna see her page.
yes, please. I know my page was posted, but if you have Instagram, it is at KSX Kitchen. And the Facebook page is the same. And if you go on there, it'll have instructions. I always post instructions on how to get with
Read,
how to order
people read.
me, how to get menus sent to your phone every week via text message. All of that is listed.
Wow.
But yes, Kay, you're free to go. Thank you so
You
much.
ain't
We will
playing.
be talking. I
I
know you have
love
things
y'all
to
so
get
much.
to.
Thank y'all, and make sure y'all let me know because I'm telling y'all, plates on me on Friday. So just let me know where you guys will be.
I'm gonna be at the house, but yes,
Okay.
look, Brandy, just pull
And
up
I'm
to my
and I'm
house.
going to D house.
Okay.
We gonna be at the house.
I might need to do
Look,
3.
I almost fell out. Oh my God.
Well, he's not. He's actually gonna be gone, so you can leave him out this time.
Oh, okay.
But thank you so much, honey.
All right. Thank y'all. Be safe, ladies.
All right.
All right.
Thank you so much. Listen, her food looks so good. I guarantee you it is good. Because you can't make food look good and it not be good.
Exactly.
I mean, okay, you probably can, but I know she ain't doing it.
She's not doing that. And I want to say she is 23 or 24. Like these young people out here getting it. Mari, please.
Wow. And as you can see, I posted her in the comments. So if y'all want to get a hold of her, matter of fact, we're gonna get in a talk with her. We're gonna try to see if we can get her down here to do something. Maybe get her down here for maybe a day, a weekend day or something, and make sure that the people can come through.
Yeah.
And support because it's that serious. Because that food look good. I can't wait to taste that seafood lasagna.
I'm excited about it. Thank you, baby, so much. Mari is giving me handcrafted Cool Ranch Doritos. Thank you, sweetheart. So nice.
Yes.
Teach your kids to share. Sharing is caring.
Yes.
Because kids these days, they're not sharing food. They're not sharing toys.
Exactly. And we just want to thank everybody for coming through tonight. And mind you, we talked about some heavy topics today, but baby, that don't change how I feel about humans. It changes how I feel about certain people, because people can be evil. Let's try to do better at how we treat one another, because it's time out for all that foolishness, y'all.
Absolutely.
It's time out. Well, do you got some words of encouragement for the people?
How about this one? I just came up with it. Do right by your fellow brother and your mother. Yes. And your brother could be anybody. Your brother could be your neighbor, your coworker, your friend, your haters, your motivators, your children.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So do right by your brother and your mother and your kids.
Right.
Because just because they're your kids does not mean that they don't deserve equal and fair treatment. Everything is not a because I said so approach. Let's be real and realistic. Maybe your kids will be more open to talk to you. Not saying anybody's kids don't want to talk to them, but open that door. Yes, you are not their little friend, but they should be able to have a friend in you.
Yes.
Ain't that right, Big Marvin?
I agree. Don't make it where your child have to hide things from you. They should be able to come to you first before they go to anybody else.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right. Well, that concludes our show. We want to thank everybody for coming through. Mari, how you doing, Mari? As y'all see, our mascot is in the building.
Mari, say hey with your little pony puffs. Okay, we're almost done, okay?
Well, y'all catch us every Tuesday at The Truth About a Boss, and make sure you follow myself, B Brown the Revolutionary, and D on all platforms.
Platforms.
And also make sure y'all follow my business page, Brandy Brown Media and Photography, and also follow D's page,
Captured by Destiny.
That's right. All right. Well, y'all have a blessed night, and we'll see y'all Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, 8 o'clock. Be there.
Millionaire Pending.
Peace.